right. Hey, look, everything works. Hooray! Hi there, everybody, and welcome to another day of live streaming and back with Baldur's Gate 3. It's actually kind of funny. We just saw a picture of the Underdark there, and we're probably gonna go there. I mean, the Underdark is pretty cool. They got some really neat stuff. So, it might be a good idea. But that said, we're just hanging out in camp after we recently got Karlak.
Have to keep pushing.
She has replaced Gale on the team currently because Gale is being a whiny little biatch, and it's really annoying because he's all like, "I need a magic item to eat. I'm super hungry."
I started one up. A drow attacked me and I defended myself. Hideous, but fascinating. Like nothing else in
It really sucks.
breathing.
Where's Rev?
Despite
There's
everything.
Rev. I don't know why I was
What
controlling
path lies
Shard.
before me?
That was weird.
Very well.
We'll talk a little bit more to Halson.
You wish to speak? Miss it. Be wary of anyone who actually wants. I'm just glad to be out here amidst the Oak Father's creation.
Oh, the Oak Father. See, look at Gale over here being like, "Oh, talk to me. I need a magic item because, I got the thing in my chest. Oh, it demands magic." And yes, it is my basically, generally speaking, normal
Here
time.
we go.
It's very exciting. Rev, that is inappropriate. There are children watching. Maybe. Possibly. I kind of doubt it. Hey, look, it's this guy. We haven't seen this guy in a while.
The Blade of Frontiers. Thought I'd shaken you for good after the Mind Flare ship. But you just can't get enough of me, can you?
Karlak, Advocatus Diaboli, the stink of Avernus.
So for anybody wondering, he's the guy that we saw when we went to the Emerald Enclave for the first time. He was outside fighting the goblins. Yeah, see? The goblin fight in the grove.
The devil's head, and yours. If you so much as...
A great fire roars through you. The fire of the first hell. You are the blade
That's
of
Avernus.
frontiers racing through the wastes of Avernus. Just ahead, a diabolical figure, red skin, single-curled horn, blazes with flame, bloodied great axe held high. He chases the fiend, ignited with rancor. She is an infernal war devil, a threat to the living, evil incarnate.
Your ally's a fraud, a soldier in the archdevil Zariel's army. Either I cut her down, or she burns the Sword Coast to ash.
I've tried to tell you. I am not what you think I am. I'm...
Another vision. Karlak's blade raised, slicing through devils, Zariel's servants, as her eyes dart around, seeking escape.
Yeah, see?
The man shudders with Karlak's desperation. She is a victim of the Blood War, not an agent of it.
By Baldrin's helm, No. I will not be tricked.
It's not a trick, bro.
I may be an effective soldier, but I never wanted to serve Zariel. Legged it away from her the first chance I got.
And yet you served.
Oh, dang. What should we do? Now, I personally like Karlak as a character. Will, I don't really care about so much. I've never really...
The man catches his breath and his lips straighten. Sheer dread twists his face.
No! Devils cannot be trusted.
Oh, what do we do? What do we do? Somebody might die here. Somebody might die.
Would you listen to sense? This doesn't have to end badly for either of us. You know monsters, right? Better than anyone. Look into my eyes. Can't you see I'm not what you think?
You really are no devil, are you? I've been deceived.
Thank the gods.
You would have died in the attempt. Truce?
I'll do you one better. Allies. We're
Aw.
looking to get rid of these parasites for good and ruin some.
I've not grown any tentacles yet, thank Baldrin. But luck, yes. You have my blade.
Well, soldier, what's the word?
So what should we? So should we let Will join us? And incidentally, if we do let Will join us, should he join the party?
Sorry, but there's no room for me.
So here, we'll have him remain here for now.
Well met. I've pledged my life to protecting the meek from monsters. I see the good in you, Karlak.
The famous Blade of Frontiers in the flesh. Clever.
Hero, blade, names strangers gave me. My friends call me Will.
Dude,
Excellent. If we ever become friends, I'll know what to call you.
you tell him, Shart.
Glad Will saw sense. Even more glad he decided to stick around. Takes a pretty slick mover to track down old Karlak. Fair, but still, the
So, here's the big question now. Will is he's a warlock. Do we want to swap
You've been
out
witness
any
to
of
a
our
pantomime, I'm sorry to say.
current
And I've
party
played
with
my
him?
part all too poorly. It means that a reckoning's coming. One night soon when we make camp, the veil will be lifted. And you're not in any danger, I promise.
Uh-oh. Veil lifted, paying penance. Sounds bad. Do you need to make a will save? Oh, you're funny, Rev. Oh, you're hilarious. So for our current party, we've got the cleric, we've got barbarian, and we've got rogue, and then we're sorcerer. So I don't think we should swap out Shart. We should probably swap out one of the two damage dealers, one of the two DPS folks, if we're going to be taking Will along. The problem is also that we don't really have a tank. Karlak is the closest one to being a tank because she's the barbarian. So I vote Asterion is the one to take off, just because he would be that would make for a still reasonably effective team. Because Shark doesn't do well as an off tank.
So, we're traveling with the famed Blade of Frontiers.
Blade
I
of
feel
Frontier!
safer already. I won't lie. If I lose the tadpole, Cazador has control of me. It's grim either way. So why not sell what's left of my soul to a devil? I'm glad to hear it. Whatever's coming, we need to keep our... Oh, darling, I'm hurt. I thought we had some... I guess I'll spend my evenings lounging here. It sounds awful.
Aw, poor Asterion has to lounge about doing nothing.
Welcome to the... Not to minimize. Besides, I find it gives one an air of mystique. No one's more intriguing than a man with one eye.
It is true.
My father once said, one does not pursue... So it was for me. I was hunting near the Cloakwood when I heard it. I found him in the field. I don't remember much of the battle. But I remember drying the boys proud. Angry at the monsters preying, angry at myself. The frontiers demanded a blade. And so I heeded. And it's nice to... Having a worm wriggling in my skull didn't instill... With you as my ally,
the future looks a little less daunting. That's the spirit.
Alright. So now, you just have to deal with his thing. So, for those of you familiar with D&D, we do have the Eldritch Invocations in this. And they are similar to what they are in D&D 5. But not quite the same. Now, what should we get for our spell? I'm thinking either Witch Bolt or Burning Hands. But we have a decent amount of the Rebuke is meh. The Expeditious Retreat might be good. Or Command. Charm Person might be good because Will's gonna be... Well, no, we've got Sorcerer, so we're still fixed. I'm gonna go Burning Hands. Okay, now for this, we definitely want to go Agonizing Blast because that allows us to add more damage to our blast. That's Bane. Repelling Blast is nice too. I'm kind of feeling that. Devil's Sight might actually be really helpful too. So I'm thinking either Beast Speech, Devil's Sight, or Repelling Blast. What do we think? Like, Beast Speech is nice because it would be good to have the permanent ability to be able to speak with animals without needing to drink the potion because I don't have the spell. Repelling Blast is nice because you can physically move the bad guys away and potentially like off a cliff or something. And then Devil's Sight is nice because it can see through magical darkness, which is good. Do Beast Speech. Roll with that. Will got that dog in him. Rev, you're a terrible person. Alright. So, another spell. Darkness. Here. So, I'm kind of thinking either Shatter, Scorching Ray, or Misty Step. Misty Step comes in handy a lot. There's a lot of times where you can't just like jump across something or whatever. But at the same time, if we want to focus more on damage, Scorching Ray is pretty solid. Some of these utility ones are decent. I will say in none of the runs I've done for this game, I have not focused on utility spells at all. For better or worse. But that's just me. I mean, I guess Misty Step is a utility spell. But, whatever. Okay, pack bonus. Let's see what we want. Guidance, Vicious Mockery, and Thorn Whip. The Pact of the Blade. Pact of the Chain. I kind of want to do Pact of the Chain just because I want to have a little familiar. The pack weapon is nice, but as soon as I get a halfway decent magical sword that he can use, doesn't really matter. I'm going Pact of the Chain. And we'll do... Can turn invisible and scare enemies. And sting enemies. Let's do Oh, we don't have to select. Nice. We can do it anyway. Blade. Oh, see, you're too late, Rev. But now we get cantrips, or a cantrip. I'm thinking poison spray, friends, or bone chill. Friends would be nice for dialogue stuff. Bone chill is great for helping to reduce attack capabilities. Poison spray is just kind of nice because it's just like death. And if we really want, we can go back and get Blade. But I'm feeling bone chill. Wait, I think Rev 2.0 has bone chill. We can do poison. And then another spell. Let's do the Scorching Rays and a feat. I'm thinking probably ability improvement. Maybe spell sniper or warcaster. Because he is a distance person. Lucky is also really good, I will say. Lucky is great to have. The defensive duelist is nice too. This is a flavor. He's not the chain of the frontier. That is true. That is very true. We can see how far back it takes us. Oh, it just
The
goes
blade of
back to level
frontiers at your calling.
So, let's see what we can do. We've already met our creepy friend here. So here's what we'll do.
Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a That is where I was.
Hey, there we go, Guardian of Tombs.
Housed. Yes. And thou needst not know why.
Sharp as ever. Keeping pace.
Finally, we completed it.
Let's chew the fat.
Alright. So one thing that Withers lets you do is he lets you change your class.
Another. I shall be here in thy camp for whenever thou hast need. As thou did.
So obviously we're still doing Warlock. But now we have to redo all this stuff. It's okay. This part will go fast. Spells. We'll do the same spells. We'll do Burning Hands. We will do Agonizing Blast and Beast Speech. For level 3. We get our Pact Boon, and we will take our Misty Step, and we will get Pact of the Blade, so that we are no longer the chain of the frontier. And now for our cantrip, we will we'll take Poison Spray, and then we'll take, actually no, we'll take Shatter. And for the feet, we'll take, does he have concentration spells? I don't think he has any concentration spells at the moment. let's do ability improvements. And let's up charisma and dex. So that we can increase our abilities.
Alright, what now?
Okay, cool. Now, let's leave camp. So, unfortunately, both Karlak and Will are not in a great spot as far as equipment is concerned. But I'm not sure that I have anything that could be better for them. At least at the moment. So we can give Will a little bit more movement speed, which is nice. Give that to Karlak so he can carry it. Just because it's heavy. So yeah, we can do that. We can pull stuff off from the Starion. They actually made it a little bit easier to do that here. Let me see. There we go. This one would be better for Will. Okay. So everybody has at least something. So that's
I
good.
saw you training those children. You were so gentle. That's not how I was taught.
Cruel
All right.
words strengthen neither heads nor heart.
Time to...
I wouldn't quite say that. I
So
learned
when
a
last
lesson,
we
after all.
left our intrepid heroes,
You came to resent your tutor, I bet. I taught them to fight, not to hate.
Time for a chat.
Beast reeks of brimstone and offal. You hear what comes next before you see it. The sharp snapping of bones and a yelp of pain as her body starts to twist and undulate. You watch with cold realization. This isn't gnolls can spawn from the corpses of dying hyenas.
oh, what should we do? We've got hyenas turning into gnolls. I vote that we stab them in the face. Although we are for some reason it took us back to our main character of Rev 2.0 instead of Will, so it's not the best thing to try and attack. I mean, stab him with a stick. Although, in a D&D game that I've been playing, it was... oh, what was... I think she's a... she a sorcerer? Mate? Or a wizard? Something. Some kind of magic user who uses a quarterstaff. and literally did so much damage that the DM ruled that the bad guy got sliced in half with a quarterstaff. I was like, that is big. A ranger, okay. Still, ranger who uses a stick. And it was like, okay, homeboy got sliced in half with a stick. That's pretty impressive. So what should we do? Well, she didn't have a melee weapon, but still. I find it personally very awesome to have a ranger with a stick who can slice people in half. And be like, I am going to take this blunt instrument and cut you in half. That's not finishing. I don't know. I didn't do anything. Well, what should we do? Rev, you could just say it. Well, I mean, don't like literally say it because I can't hear you. Okay, we'll try to stab it. Ah, he's bloated. My strength is a -1. I fail. Yay! We did it!
You land a swift strike against her skull. She yelps, then goes still. As the life fades from her eyes, the gnoll within her dies too.
Okay, after all of that, we got rid of one. Okay.
What's this? Knees high.
Now, I don't believe it's necessary for me to rage. I'm going to leave it for now,
Fleet of foot.
but note that we may need it later.
Nothing will stand in my way. One day I'll catch a break.
Put him up. Poor fucker.
Place is overrun with gnolls.
Vile beasts. Nothing good is born from a corpse.
We should find
Alright,
the
so we
rest.
killed a bunch of hyenas
Infestation
before they
before it
could
spreads.
become big bad gnolls.
Anything of use?
Ah yes, the
So
missing
then,
shipment.
What was the Blade of Frontier's toughest kill?
Ah, it was a great scrap. A hungry minotaur with a hankering for human flesh. An axe-bearing mountain of fur she was. Gave me a nasty scar.
I hope you don't mind if I don't ask to see it.
Moving ahead.
So astute viewers may remember the whole thing that we had a while ago where it was like, oh hey look, there's like some people here and whatnot. This is strange. And then it was like, hey, you guys are like these weird kind of bad guys, but also not exactly bad guys.
Don't be shy.
Because we recognize something about you. And blah 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 blah, etc. etc.
My little trick.
So they there's a shipment. There's an actual giant crate that we can find. No problem, man. Hey, look, it's Mathewin resubscribing.
How much farther can I go?
Hi, Mathewin. Good to see you. Hot, 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 hot. That was a bit of a fail. Oops. Oh shoot, Will is still outside! Oh no! The good news is that we're definitely getting D&D vibes. Wait, seriously? Can nobody see in the dark?
Marching.
Let's move. With haste.
God! This is why I didn't want to bring out the torch! That is exactly why. Son of a... I'm on fire! I'm on fire! Damn! Yeah, I fail. That's what I'm saying. That is exactly the reason why I didn't want to do that.
Sharp as ever. Checking things out.
Well, if you can jump... Now, the interesting thing is that I think Will is the only one who can potentially make it up here. Because some idiot was walking around with a torch and blew the whole thing up. But see, this is where we went earlier, where the knolls were.
Quite empty. Careful. There are traps about.
Oh, Lord. Woo-hoo-hoo! Now, I will say I'm not sure if that's the chest I need. Like the one that's for this mysterious shipment thing.
What have we here?
I honestly do not remember. But now I have to rendezvous with...
That's the symbol of the Absolute, marked in blood.
Gotta reunite with my homies.
All's well that ends.
So
Not as
here's
bad as it
what
could
we'll
have.
do.
Best be on my way.
Nice little nap.
See, now, if somebody hadn't decided to just, you know, randomly wander around with, you know, a torch and blow up all the fire wine barrels, we wouldn't have this problem.
What's that?
But lo and behold, instead, we now have a problem. Hey, look, shiny stuff.
The pride of the gate.
Alright, we'll drop the chest.
Never a dull moment. Come on.
So, Will with a Y. Why?
Why? That's right.
But why?
Why? A great uncle's name, my father said. But I just figured he couldn't spell.
I saw something about ending rage, so those are going to Karlak.
One day I'll catch a break.
Alright. Now that we're all excellent and amazing, and obviously perfect in every way, let's move along. We need to head more of a westernly way. Just trying to find places we haven't been. That's the little bridge that started this whole thing.
I'll take that.
Neat. Oh, okay. Here we go. This is a thing.
Smoke. Something's burning.
Oh, do you think it might be the fire?
He of the unsleeping eyes, grant me the might to carry this burden. Grant me the faith to face darkness without fear. A massacre. Drow and goblins. Please, just leave me be.
I hear shouting. Someone needs help. We'll never put this fire out. You're better off helping anyone trapped inside.
Seems simple enough.
Keep pushing! Duke Ravengard could be inside. On count of 3. 1, 2.
Ravengard? He's here.
Yes! Now make yourself useful. Push, damn it, push!
Yeah, go, Will. Holy crap!
Inside! Hurry! We don't have much time!
Dang, that was really impressive.
We hear you! Stay where you are! We don't have much time! Find out! In here!
So are we like deliberately just following everybody, or what's the dealio?
The heat coming off that door. Opening it could spell trouble.
I'm trapped!
I'll strike you down.
Yeah, take that, door.
Don't burn yourself.
Come on, Karlak.
Open up.
Show us how it's done.
Come! I'm afraid proper thanks must wait.
Honk honk. You're not gonna like this, mate.
The fire! Hurry! Get this thing off me!
Beefcake! Get him, Karlak.
Yes! You did it!
Thank you. Now, how the hell do we get out of here?
Is there anyone or anything else in here? Don't believe so.
Defender of the people. Sure, why not? Heading out.
The problem is, I think that ladder is our best bet. This guy only has 5 hit points. The roof is most definitely on fire. Along with the rest of everything, it is also on fire.
These things have stayed interesting. Another step forward.
So we may just have to kind of take the fall damage here.
I wonder what the next move is. Need to keep going.
Also, fun fact, this is not how you rescue people from a fire. Yeah, I know you all still have stuff.
We slaughtered everyone. Mary. Oh, Mary.
Mitty!
Miri. No, you should have stayed. You should have been with me.
I was in our room. We had a fight. If I just kept my mouth shut about that bloody dowry, she'd still be
Oh,
here.
the dowry!
It was for a sister's wedding. I made a stupid joke about keeping it. We argued about it for hours. Then she took the dowry and left. She said I'd never see her again. She was right.
I'm sorry, Miri. I'm so sorry.
Please, just go. I need a moment with her.
Oh, Miri. No.
Okay, so we did that. Hey, look, stairs.
Never wanted the easy path.
What do you mean, not one for the easy path? This is the easy path.
Councillor Floric, are you all right?
Well, by the living gods. I couldn't have asked for a finer savior. Scorched
I don't know who's
throat,
mugging for the camera, but it's
few
really annoying.
hairs singed off. Nothing a bit of time and fresh air can't cure. Gauntlet, a new duty calls. Drow have taken Grand Duke Alder Ravengard westward, if my eyes and ears can be believed. Report to the Manor and send for reinforcements. We must find the Duke.
On your command, Councillor.
No, it can't be. You mean they've taken my...
Yes, Will. The Drow have your father.
Dun dun dun! Hey, it's not letting me do the poll thing.
The circumstance of my birth is no matter of pride for neither me nor my father. But pride is no reason to refuse help to my own.
Rescue Ravengard from his Drow captors.
Trust us to see it through, Councillor.
Moonrise Towers, along the old road, unless darker forces are at work. This was no random attack. The Grand Duke was their target.
Oh.
Thank you. When the Grand Duke returns to the city, he'll hail his...
Approach the towers with care. The land... I will seek reinforcements and...
Remember, Will, courage is found in the battle against fear, not in the defeat of it.
So Father said. I won't soon forget.
Fist to work.
I love that we're saying all of this, standing around, you know, the giant flaming house. It's like, you know, whatever. Let's see. What do we want? This sucks. I don't need a quarterstaff, a longbow, or a trident. Who needs a trident? Nobody needs a trident. I'm taking the bow. The best I'm gonna get.
Shit.
Good.
You can put distance between you and yesterday, but you'll never leave it fully behind. Father's words. Hard to argue with them. Floric spoke true. I'm a Grand Duke's son.
Well, he's not just any Grand Duke. He's Alder Ravengard, the most influential Duke in the city.
More than worried in truth. What makes a Duke of Baldur's Gate so interesting to the Drow? Even the houses of Men's Oberanzen would have little use for my father. No, this is no Drow plot. These absolute nutters, his absence alone will sow chaos in the city. He could lead Baldur's Gate, all the more reason to find him. The Absolute has seized not just my father, but but the future of the Sword Coast. I know. When I look into a mirror, I see the Blade of Frontiers, a man hunting the fiends who prey on the weak and claw at the coast, and I see Will Ravengard, a memory of a memory. I wanted you to know the Blade, not the shadow he left behind.
Now, incidentally, here's a question for all of you. Why is it that Will is a warlock and not, I don't know, anything else? Because for anybody unfamiliar,
Open up.
a warlock needs to have a patron, somebody from whom they are granted power. And so that means that basically Will has a deal with someone or something to gain power. And that's why he can do things like blast, 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 blast. That's the Eldritch Blast. Because you gotta start blasting. That's simply the way it is. If you don't understand that, you'll never be a good warlock. I'm sorry, but it's just true. Uh-oh, it auto-saved.
Gods preserve me.
It would be too much to hope that's nothing to do with us, wouldn't it?
Stay low. It might not see us.
I tangled with a dragon once. Never forgot.
Drop your weapons!
I'll feed your innards to the ants before I do that, Istik.
This is your last chance!
No, look up. That was your last chance, Istik. Now burn!
I mean, they are called the Flaming Fist. Now they're just living up to their name.
Stop wasting time, Beretta. You're not here to play with the locals.
Of course, Kithrak. We merely sought to...
No excuses. Question, kill, then move on. Find the weapon. Our queen watches us. Fail her at your peril.
Stay clear of those Gith. Even the Blade of Frontiers has his limits.
Yeah. But they seem like such pleasant folk. You know, going around killing people with a freaking dragon. So, yeah, I mean, of course, there's multiple ways that you can become a warlock. The point is that, generally speaking, to be a warlock, you need to trade something for the power of being a warlock. It can be any number of things. It can be your soul. It can be a story. It can be a recipe for soup. It just depends on what the patron wants. But the point is that you basically need a sponsor in order to get the powers and abilities of a warlock. Now, incidentally... Hey look, there's the dragon. So there's the gift. So compared to us, they're pretty high level. I don't think we really want to mess with them right now. And here's the other thing. They grant great power for amusement and spreading chaos. Yeah, it sounds like the great old ones. Okay, so generally speaking, you gotta trade something. More often than not, a patron isn't going to give you something for nothing. Basically.
Better not be cursed.
That's really all it boils down to. Alright, so there's one other thing that I want to do real quick. And then I'm going to hop off. But something to consider is that right now, at least, we've got a lot of options for what we can do. Let's see, do we have... We don't just have, like, water. Do we have a bucket that we can fill with water? Yeah, see, Karlach is fine, just like whatever, I don't care.
Where am I needed?
Karlach has resistance to fire since she's a devil.
Checking things out.
The ox tenses, horns lowered in your direction.
Oh, bugger. Let's do this. Bonk.
Battle favors the fearless.
We're going to do bonk damage.
Very well.
That kind of sucks. But, oh well. I was hoping to talk to the ox. You know, it's frustrating, because it's like, why do I bother getting talk with beasts if what's his name, Will, isn't able to, you know, talk with the beasts?
Making me sweat. Hey.
Doesn't really make sense. But whatevs.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Dang it, shark! Get out of the fire! Bunch of idiots. Okay. So, well, that was pretty successful. That was reasonable. So there, see, we got the... so let's do a quick review. We've got a lot of quests going on right now. We still have this thing with Auntie Ethel that we haven't been able to crack yet because she keeps hanging out at her house. We know that the fireplace is an illusion and we can walk through it. The Githyanki Krish is a place that Lae'zel wants to go to try to fix the parasite. Oh, excuse me. And then we have the stuff with the artifact and this kind of weird things and trying to figure out more about it. We got to rescue the Grand Duke, who has been taken to the Underdark, which means that we have to figure out a way to get to the Underdark. We got to find this mysterious missing shipment. and figure out their where their hideout is. So apparently we can search for this dowry that one guy mentioned. And then we've got a couple of things for our individual persons that we can do. So basically, as far as the game itself goes, we have 2 or 3 major ways of moving forward. We can go through the mountain pass, which partially includes the Githyanki Krish, or we can go through the Underdark. So something to think about as far as what we're going to do. But that said, I'm going to hop off. It is a good time to do so. So we'll go ahead and save here. So thanks so much, everybody, for stopping by and for watching later or whatever. And hopefully we'll be able to figure out what strategy we want to go with for next time. Now, for the record, I'm all about the Underdark. I think the Underdark is really cool, but there's nothing wrong with the mountain pass and doing the Githyanki Krish. I will say that for the whole Krish thing, we should swap out for Lae'zel, because it's her shtick. But that said, I am going to head out for the day. You all take care of yourselves. Have a good rest of your weekend. Have a good time. And as far as I know, next Saturday I'm not doing anything. I should be able to stream on Krish. Sorry. Krish. I don't speak Githyanki or Gith or whatever the language is. I don't remember. But either way, yeah, there's plenty of stuff to potentially do. Okay, fine. English word. Whatever. This is why I don't words for a living, okay? This is why I'm in the science mines every day digging up science. Because words are hard, right? This is a known fact that words are hard. It's just how things be. But that said, I'm gonna go. We're gonna do stuff, and so next week we'll figure out how we want to move forward, what we want to do, and just kind of go from there. Especially if we're going to be using Will and his Eldritch blast capabilities. So once again, thanks so much. Take care, and we will hopefully, or we should, see you next week. Bye-bye.